guys, Sidez here. I want you to meet my friend Narskool.
What's up guys, my name is Narskool.
So me and my friend Narskool are going to be collaborating to bring you guys new content.
Now this content that we are going to be producing is mainly focused around hookah, and if you don't know what that is, you can check out my channel. I have loads of videos on that. But basically we're going to be reviewing hookahs, hookah merchandise, accessories, everything that's floating around in that business. And that's all going to be available to you in a playlist in the description down below, where you can see all the episodes running on both of our channels. Enjoy. But without further ado, I'll go ahead and explain my setup. Or rather setups. Let's start at the top, my bowls. I usually use my Alien mini funnel, but when smoking with other peeps, I do enjoy the Tangier small funnel, since it holds more shisha than the Alien. I also got a crappy Egyptian bowl, which I really never use. But now onto my hookahs. First of all, a disclaimer real quick. All my setups are broken in some way, but I do sign some of them up so I can use them. Let's start with the smallest, my Maya Econo Thunder. Currently this hookah has retired from use, since I really don't enjoy smoking this. It's simply too tiny and the airflow is horrible in my opinion. But it has served me good in the year that it was in use. Next one is my oldest hookah, and it's about 5 years old. It was my dad's hookah. Really it was a conversation piece because he didn't smoke it. I got it, but unfortunately it's a female bowl port, and I don't have any male bowls. So either I make a female to male converter, or I don't use it at all. We'll see if that ever becomes a video one day. My next hookah is a $5 fixer-upper, as I like to call it. It is broken, but I have smoked it for a little while, and it was good until it broke. But it's a summer project to get this going, and there will definitely be videos on this. My last hookah is my beautiful Dashini Arabica Fragment Gold. Currently the fragment base is truly fragmented, but I have scienced up the water levels to make sure it's smokable. It has a massive gauge, and I love it for its aesthetic appeal. But also just the way it pulls. There's literally no restriction. It's a modern hookah with screw-on seals, and it's German, so US peeps, please don't fall in love with this because it's gonna cost you a fortune to get it to the US. My mouth tips are pretty much all glass. The Dashini Magic Wands is the ones that I have. I have two Dashini Magic Wands, one in the limited edition black and one in the limited edition red. I use these mouthpieces when I want to show off or just want to have a well-rounded feel, since the glass feels great. My other mouthpiece is the aluminum mouth tip, also from Dashini. It's really lightweight and has great airflow. But with all these mouth tips, I have to have some kind of hose. The hoses I use are silicone hoses, and they fit on great on these mouth tips. They're glorious in airflow and feel, and they're also all washable. And then as any hookah enthusiast, I of course have my stash of washed and bleached bike tire hose to act as base grommet, because I don't feel that electrical tape does the job. And then I have a stash of unwashable hoses, of course hung on the wall like any hookah enthusiasts. But that's my massive collection, and it can only grow. So let's take a trip across the pond to Switch. How your hookah collection, Brosicle?
Nice setup, Narskool. So let's go to my setup. My setup is a minimum wage, middle class consumer hookah. So what I got, let's start at the top. So I got the standard Egyptian bowl, which I want to upgrade soon, but right now it's doing me good as a beginner. I just started a couple months ago in the hookah business, and I'm still learning. Now down to the stem. The stem I got was the Kelma Moon Tall Tri-Metal. It has one hose port and one valve port. It is 38 inches. It is made out of gold, copper, and silver. As the name insists, it's made out of 3 metals. And this is a great hookah. If you have ever smoked out of Kelma Moon, it's practically all the same between all of them. They all do practically the same airflow. And then the base that I have with this is the standard base, and it's alright to look at. It's decent enough to look at. It's got red and gold stripes and a few flowers on it. And then I also got a base stabilizer pad on the bottom as well. It's a decent enough base. It could be visually more appealing, but it doesn't really matter to me. It works. That's all that matters. Also, I have an Amar hose, which I didn't get in this video. I am sorry, but I will still describe it for you guys. It is an amazing hose. It's practically the cheap kind of hose that's washable, and it's perfectly fine for any hookah hose or hookah. It's 62 inches in length with a 6-inch handle. This hose is cheap, it does you well, it lasts, it's washable. Practically an easy enough hose to get your hands on. That's my setup. If you are looking for a mid-ranged hookah setup where it will get you started, it will make you more interested in hookah, I would start off with this, but maybe get a smaller one, a smaller Camel Moon, or just a smaller hookah, because this thing is kind of excessive. It's a little bit too tall, but I'm happy with it now that I'm into hookah. I don't see it as a problem to have, but once you start off and you see how huge this thing is, it makes you question if you want to keep on doing hookah. It seems like an excessive thing. So yeah guys, that was my setup, and I hope you guys enjoyed.